Behind the deadly world of Squid Game lies a harsh and unsettling reality. This series is not just a fictional tale. It draws inspiration from events in South Korea, where harsh and unforgiving economic conditions pushed people's lives to unimaginable extremes. In this video, we'll dive deep into the challenges of producing this masterpiece, uncover secrets that remain hidden, and explore the controversial characters that sparked widespread debate. We'll also examine the impact of MrBeast's competition on the global phenomenon of Squid Game. Squid Game is not just an exciting story, but a reflection of harsh realities that few are aware of. There are striking similarities between the series and the brothers' home camp in South Korea, an institution that, in the 1970s and 1980s, was advertised as a welfare center, but in reality became a place of exploitation and abuse for society's most vulnerable. In these camps, thousands of people, including the homeless and orphaned children, were forcibly trapped in inhumane conditions. What was presented as welfare assistance turned into a horrifying reality, where they were subjected to degrading and brutal treatment, eerily resembling the deadly games in Squid Game. At that time, the South Korean government, in preparation for the 1988 Olympics, implemented a street cleaning policy, forcing the homeless, orphaned children, and disabled individuals into these camps. A corrupt judicial system allowed these crimes to remain hidden, enabling officials to continue their abuses without consequences, while many of the perpetrators lived in luxury. This analysis reveals that while Squid Game may appear to be mere entertainment, it is, in fact, a sharp critique of social inequalities, exploitation, and systemic corruption. The chilling similarities between these real-life events and the series highlight a disturbing truth. In both cases, power and wealth were built upon human suffering. This reinforces the significance of Squid Game's message about global injustices. 1. The challenge of a 10-year-long screenplay development. The development of Squid Game's screenplay took over a decade. Hwang Dong-hyuk initially struggled to move the project forward, rewriting the script multiple times. This long creative process allowed for a deeper storyline and a more powerful delivery of the series' social messages. The COVID-19 challenge. The COVID-19 pandemic posed one of the biggest challenges during the production of Squid Game. While many film and TV projects were halted due to the virus, the Squid Game team had to carefully navigate strict health protocols. Filming was difficult. Cast and crew had to wear masks, maintain social distancing, and use sanitized equipment. Some team members were separated from their families for extended periods due to quarantine measures. Additionally, lockdowns and travel restrictions caused delays in production. However, through careful management and coordination, the team overcame these challenges and successfully completed the series on time. Third, initial resistance and public reception. Initially, few believed Squid Game would become a global sensation. Studios showed little interest in the project, dismissing it as too risky or unconventional. However, its worldwide success proved that a compelling story with strong social themes could captivate audiences across cultures. The challenge of unexpected fame. When Squid Game premiered in September 2021, no one expected it to become a worldwide phenomenon. The sudden explosion of fame placed immense pressure on the production team. Fans, media, and even Netflix executives quickly began demanding a second season. The overwhelming demand, high expectations, and tight production timelines created a major challenge. Additionally, the team had to balance maintaining the show's quality while managing its newfound global recognition. This unexpected fame was both a challenge and an opportunity, solidifying Squid Game as more than just a series. It had become a global cultural phenomenon. 1. Wall paintings in the dormitory. The wall paintings in Squid Game reflect the psychological struggles of the characters and the haunting atmosphere of the story. Tied and hanging hands. The painting of bound hands symbolizes the helplessness and confinement of the players, representing their captivity within the game. Repeating patterns. The recurring designs in the artwork hint at the endless cycle of the games, emphasizing the futility of the player's efforts and their inescapable fate. These paintings add depth and complexity to the setting, visually reinforcing the internal conflicts of the narrative. 2. Color scheme and set design. The color scheme used in Squid Game's set design and costumes plays a crucial role in conveying emotions and thematic concepts. The colors fall into 3 main categories: red and pink. The guards' uniforms and certain set elements are drenched in red, symbolizing power, violence, and imminent danger. Meanwhile, the pink hue in their outfits and masks creates a deceptive, almost childlike atmosphere, contrasting innocence with the brutal reality of the games. Green and blue, the players' uniforms, predominantly green with white stripes, stand in stark contrast to the red and pink of the guards. Initially, these colors reflect the player's innocence, but as the story progresses, they come to represent their submission to the deadly games, conveying both vulnerability and entrapment. Shades of white and earthy tones. The vast, soulless architecture within the game arena employs a minimalist design, dominated by white and earthy tones. These colors enhance the dehumanizing atmosphere, evoking a sense of emptiness and despair. This careful use of colors not only enhances the visual storytelling, but also deepens the emotional impact of the series. The positive cultural impact of Hyunjo and Thanos. Season 2 of Squid Game introduced 2 compelling characters, Hyunjo and Thanos, who not only deepened the storyline, but also raised awareness about critical social issues. Each character reflects real-life struggles faced in modern society. Hyunjo, a compassionate fighter against injustice. Hyunjo is more than just a character. She represents the challenges faced by transgender individuals while embodying resilience, compassion, and determination. Throughout the story, she repeatedly shows empathy and an unwavering commitment to standing against injustice, refusing to focus solely on her own survival. Beyond addressing identity and social struggles, Hyunjo's character sheds light on the economic hardships and inequalities many transgender individuals experience. She stands as a symbol of resistance, hope, and the fight for a better, more just future. Thanos, a warning about addiction and moral decay. Thanos serves as a striking portrayal of how addiction and psychological instability can lead a person astray. Once a famous rapper, his life spirals downward due to substance abuse and poor choices. His character reflects the destructive influence of addiction, particularly within the music industry, where many real-life rappers, often seen as role models, suffer from self-destructive lifestyles that negatively impact younger generations. By depicting Thanos' gradual downfall, Squid Game delivers a powerful warning about the dangers of addiction and the devastating consequences that can follow. This narrative encourages viewers, especially young audiences, to be more conscious of the risks and avoid being misled by harmful cultural influences. MrBeast's Squid Game, when fiction becomes reality. Following the global success of Squid Game, one of the most unexpected yet exciting events was MrBeast's real-life recreation of the competition. Unlike the dark and deadly atmosphere of the series, his version transformed the experience into an exhilarating, entertaining, and risk-free challenge for both participants and viewers. A perfect recreation without fear or death. MrBeast put immense effort into faithfully recreating the visual aesthetics and competitive spirit of Squid Game. From the vibrant, deceptive colors of the set to the green tracksuits of the players and the pink uniforms of the guards, every element mirrored the series. Iconic games like Red Light, Green Light, and the Dalgona Candy Challenge were also featured. However, unlike the brutal reality of the show, eliminated contestants simply left the competition without any life-threatening consequences. When a massive prize makes the competition feel real, A major aspect of Squid Game was the financial desperation that pushed players to risk their lives. MrBeast kept this element intact by offering a staggering $456,000 prize, fueling intense competition and motivation among participants. The 456 contestants, matching the original show, weren't competing to escape debt. They were there for an adrenaline-filled experience. This created an atmosphere of excitement, humor, and pure entertainment, something the original Squid Game never provided in its grim format. From YouTube to record-breaking success, within just 24 hours, the video amassed 42 million views, quickly becoming one of the most watched non-music videos on YouTube. This overwhelming response proved that interest in Squid Game remains strong, but audiences prefer a lighter, risk-free version of it. MrBeast not only recreated a fictional competition, but also discovered a winning formula for transforming cinematic concepts into interactive, engaging content. A happy ending, a different memory of Squid Game. While Squid Game delivered shocking themes of inequality, survival, and corruption, MrBeast's version captured the competitive thrill in a fun, lighthearted way. His competition proved that excitement and competition can exist without violence or dark social messages, leaving audiences with a positive and unique memory of this captivating concept. If you were a Squid Game player, would you choose to continue or end the game? Don't forget to like and share your thoughts with us in the comments. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to watch our next videos.